this as our goal. And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why 35 years ago fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon.
Hi guys, welcome to my series. I think somewhere, I don't know when this happened. I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, but yeah, in 1969, the first mission to the moon. Here's some epic footage of that. I don't know what else to say, to be honest, but there's some epic footage. Yeah, it's so cool. We're gonna skip to that landing very soon. I didn't make a script for this. I don't know how long it has been. 2021. Let me just count how much years it has been. No, I'll just search it up in Google. Okay, guys, I'm just guessing it's 50 years since the last manned lunar mission. Here's some epic footage still. I don't know what to say, to be honest. After Apollo 11, there has been 12, 13, 14, 5 other successful lunar missions. After that,
and then, of course,
I just ran out of footage. I don't know what to put in here.
Flipped over, broke legs, ended up, in
it's
its
just Scott
current
Manley
attitude.
here.
And I wish I knew
welcome-
why this
welcome
was
to my
the case.
series.
Now, it uses LiDAR for some altitude functions, but it also uses...
Hi guys, welcome to my series. Here's the first launch. The entire series, it's Artemis 1. Everything here is not going to be accurate at all. It's just my gameplay in KSP. I'm just trying to send curveballs to the moon. Here's an epic collage. The aim for this mission is to test the Orion command module by just setting it to a flyby to the moon. I didn't want to make it orbital yet. Maybe next flight. Here's the liftoff.
Everything owes its existence solely and completely to sound.
There has been a strange anomaly on this flight, though. The ascent burn of that first stage wasn't efficient enough to bring us to near orbital velocities, leading to the second stage to have an inadequate amount of delta V to perform a trans-lunar injection burn. You're gonna see that result. You're gonna see the consequences of that later on in this video. Here is the second stage reaching orbit. In this flight, there's no crew on Orion. It's just avionics. Yeah, so Artemis 1 never, in this case, B series didn't reach the moon due to that anomaly. There's gonna be like a several month delay before the next mission. So there's that deorbit burn of Orion. And there's that separation. I didn't have any control on Orion for some reason. That's another anomaly, which would delay the Artemis program. So Orion performed an uncontrolled re-entry back to Earth. There's that spacecraft tumbling.
Good morning. On your screen is a live view of Starship as it awaits its second attempt at our first ever integrated flight test from Starbase, Texas. If all goes well,
booster engine cut off. Stage separation.
Boost main startup.
We're here to cheer the first ever successful.
Here's the next flight, which is IFT-1. It's a kind of twist of events, like a plot twist. In KSP, I managed to do separation successfully, but I blew up those engines on purpose because I was kind of bored. Here's that booster entering that atmosphere. Yep, I didn't do a landing burn. I mean a re-entry burn. This is the result. Now I learned why I should do a landing, like re-entry burn. for the booster. Yeah, normally in real life the booster wouldn't do a re-entry burn, but in this case I might be forced to do that, not entry burn now. Here's the last launch of this episode. It's a Falcon 9 Starlink launch. I'm gonna launch a lot of these flights to like increased comm networks, even when I'm in like places with no ground stations, so I can have a better time landing boosters, landing ships. Yeah, here's that ascent. So like, here's that stage separation. I actually have a pusher inside that interstage. Yeah, there's that second stage igniting its engines. There's that booster flipping over, then doing its boost back burn. There. Yeah, there's that boost back burn being complete. The booster's now coasting. Entry burn startup. It's a typical Falcon 9 flight. So yeah, I must stay quiet once the landing burn starts. Actually, prior to that. So yeah, after that entry burn, I will do like the booster will perform like a lift maneuver where it will topple over to the like its side to produce the biggest amount of lift it can produce, so it can glide itself back to the ocean. Yeah, I'll stay quiet. We're reaching the conclusion of this episode. Oh, like that fairing separation was kinda strange, but however, it didn't affect that mission, the Starlink mission. The reason there's like not much Starlink like on that second stage is because I need to send enough Starlinks to start doing like barge landing missions to maximize the payload. So like I need to have more comm networks to have control of that Falcon 9 during that barge landing. So that's like, there's that orbital burn. There's that concluding. Yeah, the deployment of the Starlink is kind of very long, so I'll speed up the footage here. Yeah, I might not be I'm not be posting for a long time since I have exams. Yeah, so please wish me luck. This is my new series. It's supposed to be a follow-up to the next century. Yeah, so like I will start posting a lot more KSP content as I like do. I also I have a horror series. I also might not be like posting like for a long time because of the exams again, of course. So yeah, this like the goal of my like series here is to reach the moon. After I reach the moon and like have a sustained colony or like a efficient like transportation to the moon, I will move on to the next series, which will be about Mars. So yeah, I have a lot of plans for the series. Although I might have to continue the series next month, maybe after my school, because I want to focus on my studies and I want to do very good in my school. So yeah, there's more deployment of here's more deployment of Starlinks. Yeah, so I'm gonna have this series is not gonna be aligned with real life at all. It's gonna be like my own gameplay of me trying to reach a moon using like launch vehicles that are available today. All the launch vehicles in this series are made of mostly procedural parts or fully made of procedural parts. For example, the SLS build you saw there, it was fully made of decals, procedural parts, RO engines, and RO capsules, along with RO solar panels. I don't know if that's a separate part or it's like some same part. I don't know. Yeah, here's that second stage of the Falcon 9 entering the atmosphere. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Yeah, bye.